Right.
Okay.
It's working.
That means that it's recording.
I possibly. What are you doing?
So it says.
Yeah, I got volume control here.
Okay, it should be recording.
Okay.
You know what? We'll do our best.
Well, I think you did good. You got further than the board.
What a little up and running.
You got further than the board, babe. So we're ready. Yep. Let's do it.
Hardly anything walking.
And these mics are working. Yes, I believe so. I just looked.
Oh, okay. I'm gonna look too.
Okay,
Say
this again.
something.
Say something, Sue. Hello? Into my. Hello?
Yep.
There's no That's a huge thing that he just did.
Okay. I'm here. I'm sort of ready.
It's 1:15. And you,
Heather Sanders.
Heather Sanders?
Yes.
Sanders?
Yes, Sanders.
Just like Bernie.
Yes, no relation.
So, I guess I'm calling the order. I am the chairman of the Bakersfield Board of Listers, and this is Tammy Brennan, and this is Sharon Evans. So you're here to grieve. Now, do you have questions? No, I don't. Okay, so what? I don't know. Why are you here? Well, I got this paper and they said I had to come. Oh, it doesn't say you have to come. It says that you can come. We don't make you come to these hearings. Okay, I do have a question. Certainly. Because my sister passed away. Is that mic close enough?
Just move the whole thing over towards her. Yep. Don't be shy. There you go.
My sister passed away. I am left with all of the property, but both sides of the road. And my nephew, who had just decided to move up here, has decided he isn't going to stay up here. He's gone back to New Hampshire. So I'm liable for anything. I understand that. So instead of getting 2 tax bills, we're gonna get one. Yep.
But I don't believe you're liable for the whole amount. It's the owners of the property that are liable. And you're not the only owner of that property.
But Mary's dead.
But there are other owners, right, Sue?
The heirs of me and your brother Lucian. My brother Lucian died in 2003. Well, I know, but his heirs, I'm talking about his wife, his children, grandchildren. He has 2 children. But because of the way the decree of distribution was written, that's when we went to probate court. Yeah. He's still he may be deceased, but his heirs still own a quarter of that.
So are they supposed to be making payments?
That is not up to us. Toward taxes.
Towards taxes.
I mean, that is not up to us to.
The whole tax burden shouldn't be on her.
It shouldn't.
But she
But it is.
still,
And I have proof that I have paid from the day my dad died, who owned the property before me. Yeah, we're aware of that.
but that doesn't change the deed.
Because there was no deed to Mary from you or whoever was alive when she moved here. That was still part of the whole property. And her heirs still that.
So that would be Chris.
But if she didn't own it.
She was one of the owners.
She was one of the owners
Of the whole thing.
of the family.
Yeah.
Yes. Okay.
Yeah.
Because it
Chris
was,
would be responsible for helping you make those payments because he is the heir of.
He's a quarter interest, I think. We tried to, we spoke with the district advisor of the state for this area and sent her the deeds and we read them chronologically. And she was kind of dividing things out, so. So do you remember each child got 25%, but then one
Each sibling, so that's you and your sister and
bought out, so then there's 3 left. Does he forfeit
your brother David, and,
He wanted to take and put another home in.
yeah, and he did.
And good, and then he wanted to be able to have 10 acres, so he sold me my grandma to make up the 10 acres.
Right, and plus he also bought the, I guess, woodlots up.
The woodlots, yeah.
Yeah.
And his son has them.
Yeah, I knew that.
He came off the
So
deed.
he's no longer part.
so now
That's
now
right.
it goes to 3 people
So now there are 3 of you.
of the
Not
siblings.
the
or
others
their heirs,
are deceased, but their heirs still have a claim on
their
it.
There are
children.
3 divisions.
Yep.
And each one goes to the heirs of the 3 original owners.
So for any of this property to change hands, you're gonna have to go to probate court.
Probate court. But I've done there before, so.
I know you have. 40 years ago you went.
I guess my mom had one question about it, was that there was only Mimi's name, Doris's name, and Mary's name. Sorry, Mary.
It's good, it's fine.
And now all of a sudden Lucian's name is back on where it wasn't before. So what made that change in order to have his name put back on there after 40, whatever, 20, whatever years?
It got
Because-
put back on the cost sheet.
Yeah,
right?
we were advised by the district advisor, Deanna Robitaille. She works for the Department of Taxes and she answers all our questions if we have any. She said his name still should be on the property.
This was a recent
Taken off
occurrence.
town by
I'm
Eric.
sorry.
Yes, this conversation with Deanna was a recent occurrence and there had been basically, I believe, and it wasn't us, but there had been an error at some point where his name was taken off and it was split into 2 parcels, which really it should not have done because according to the deed, which is what we have to go by, the land was never split and nobody's name was
Legally.
Right.
nobody's name was taken off,
No.
except for the brother that you bought out.
Right.
or-
David, yeah.
So in order for his name to come off that and get the heirs away from that section,
His heirs would have to sign off on that,
okay, it would have to go to probate court?
Yes,
in which I think his heirs would have to sign off on that.
So that would be his kids.
Oh, boy.
yeah, you're gonna have, that's the only way this is gonna get resolved, and that if you wanna leave your property to your heirs, that's the only way you're gonna be able to do it.
Okay. So we know what we're doing.
Yeah. And Mary's son would be involved in any change. Is it just one son in any changes? Because he also is a
Yeah.
third owner.
Yeah. We're in touch with Chris. all the time.
He's a
That's easy. It's the other
Yeah,
one
that,
sounds like it's
the
complicated.
Connecticut ones are the ones that are,
Are you in touch at all?
huh?
Are you in touch with them at all?
No, no, haven't been for years, since my brother died
How long ago did Lucian die?
in 2003.
Mm-hmm.
Almost 20 years.
Unfortunately, we legally, we can't do anything about that.
So your attorney would probably have to certify mail them something.
Okay,
And
so
if
I need to get.
They
an
don't
attorney.
respond, maybe there's a time, I have no idea, I'm not legal,
Yeah,
but they would know what would have to happen for them to be,
They might just sign off on it,
yeah.
but they don't necessarily have to.
I don't
I
see
know.
them doing it, but okay.
Yeah.
good convincing. No, he typed it.
And Mary had no will or anything, so, you know.
But I'm sure if they thought they had to dish out some money, that might make a
Right.
big difference.
Right, they need to start paying taxes.
Yep.
Or go back and, I mean, I have,
If they had to reimburse you all those taxes and all those years, because if they're supposed to be paying, technically, you could go after them for that money.
And I have every tax bill.
Talk to a lawyer, but that
They've
sounds.
never paid
Talk to an attorney, because the other thing is. Everybody would have, like, say you wanted to sell the property, they want to sell, they want to get something. Everybody has to sign off on that. Doris, all her heirs, well, Doris, we represent your heirs, but your Mary's son. So if you guys don't, I mean, obviously they can't do that, but. So they'd be stuck paying taxes
That's
for
fine.
an indefinite amount of time.
Yes.
That's fine.
Yeah, because I'll get home and say, now, what am I gonna do?
Gotcha, don't you worry. Do you guys need this paper?
No, that's for you. The copies of the
So we can
deeds.
see on the same page if you have questions.
This one, the town of Bakersfield, she had filled this out. Do you guys
Okay.
need that?
Probably we should hang on to that.
Take that, because I,
A copy of that.
yeah, we might not have one out there, because she just took it. Yes, we'll take that.
Can we get a copy made?
Yeah, I'll get one right now.
Keep a copy for.
Absolutely.
But you have the deeds and I would suggest you read them.
My mom go through them. My mom's better at this. I mean, I can probably figure it out pretty well. I just went through this a little bit. of my own.
The jargon, the wording in the deeds is confusing, but if you just kind of keep going.
So maybe we have mom's lawyer take a look at it, or we'll find a lawyer and.
Yeah. Yeah.
Why didn't I look at the
lawyers?
lawyers?
I don't need a lawyer
Yeah.
to deal with Buddy.
But if you say.
Thank you.
So it doesn't really make a difference with his name, not resolution's name not being on there, and now it is. It's just stating. Correct. Okay. 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 I just wanted to clarify that section for that part of
Yeah,
it.
the
but-
deed stayed the same.
Okay, then I guess that's it.
Venture ahead.
Yeah, so it'll be in thirds. So it'll be like you're a third, Chris is a third, and then technically they're a third.
Yes,
But so you could, I mean, showing the deeds to the lawyer will help a lot.
absolutely.
Okay.
Right.
So we'll work through that.
And if they need anything else, tell them to give us a buzz.
Okay.
Yeah.
Perfect. Thank you for clarification.
Well, you have to understand, if you get confused in the telling to your mom, just
Okay.
Yeah.
we'll help you.
She can, any questions she has, we'd be pleased to
Do our
answer.
best to explain
I
it.
think it's pretty easy. I just feel like read this.
Yes.
Yeah, it's the way that initial deed was written.
Yeah.
It wasn't with the right of survivorship,
Okay.
it was.
If it had said-
Commons, if it had said that, then it would have been all Doris's,
Just a couple of little words. would make
just a couple of little words.
To change those words. Can you need medical? I'm there for. Thank you for your time.
Thank you, sure.
Because recently my whole meeting on. All playing yourself. Figure out.
Thank you.
So are you here because of the current use letter?
Yes, yes. I would like to get my value down lower, so I don't have to pay quite so much money to the state. Because they take 10% of your appraisal. This is some pretty wet, non-productive forest land that we're developing and putting in driveway and septic and hopefully selling it to a friend of ours. So that's what we're doing with the land. It, you know, if it weren't for the improvements, it, I don't know, be unsellable because it's so wet and ledgy and.
Anything being developed comes out of current use as a separate.
Yeah,
So it's got to build a lot,
understood.
and so you think that the building lot you're improving.
Yeah, that's it, that's its status now.
And so the rest of the property is not good looking.
The woodland, I've got a little map here.
Yeah, but it's really current use now.
Because is it, and is it not?
Yeah, I have a grocery table.
Did we turn our lights on?
You might want to do that.
Did you mic on Adam too?
Thank you.
Yeah, I don't think they turned it off.
Oh, hello.
The green light's on, you're on.
Such a big crowd in here.
Really? I know, right?
Yeah,
Okay, so,
so that's our entire parcel.
all right, so this is,
What we're talking about in here.
Yep.
10 acres that we created.
now one of this is what we call non-productive, which means it's a wetland. Usually it's wetlands,
Yeah.
and this just has, this is part of this is a deer wintering area,
Mm-hmm.
and the rest of it is, various kinds of wood,
Mm-hmm.
mostly spruce, hemlock, hardwood. That's most of it.
Yeah. And,
And then, the open land is where your house is.
yeah. Such as it is, this is sort of speaks to the kind of. That's from Charlie Hancock,
Yeah.
speaks to the type of.
Did you get the letter from Charlie?
Yes.
I had the opportunity to speak to the guy that was taken over for him.
Uh-huh,
He lives in Waterbury.
yeah, he's highly recommended. But there aren't a lot of people doing it either.
I haven't really read that. I'm just looking at the map still.
I'm gonna.
Well, I won't make you walk through it, but it's beyond wetland.
Beyond. Are there any streams through there?
Yes. Well, you know, like. From springs out of the.
Right. Right.
Our risk.
A copy of it?
That?
Yeah.
Sure.
Okay.
No, I've got 12.
Oh, Tammy was good at it. She was really good at it. Oh, have you met Tammy?
Yes,
And have you met Shane Evans?
yes.
Okay.
Just a couple of years
We
ago.
go back.
We go back to when you had little boys running around your house.
Now, what are your sons doing these days?
Music and film.
Oh, are they out west or anything?
Caleb's out west, he's in LA, thank you, Tim.
Oh, my sister's in LA.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, she's here right now, but not July, but going back.
Huh. Well, and Lucas in Brooklyn,
Oh, my goodness.
yeah. They're raising them in the country.
Right?
Well, they're singing, of course.
How much you want to bet they'll end
So
up back?
music and
Look,
Lucas.
you had the.
I did. Yep, taught him trumpet, cornet, one of those.
Keyboard.
Cool. That's great.
He still writes too, he's
Right.
an unpublished writer, but he's,
Someday maybe, huh?
yeah, he's chosen some.
Easy to
ways.
self-publish,
Yeah,
to get started.
still a hard choice. I wanted him to be a carpenter. Or a chef.
You never know.
Well, we don't know.
It's true. I've got two daughters who are musicians and
Yeah,
the one that's in Vermont is also a nurse.
oh, smart.
So she
And
can earn
teaching, does your other daughter
They
teach?
both teach. They both teach. Yeah, my other daughter's principal horn in the Winnipeg Symphony. So she's able to make a living, but Katie, who's here in Vermont, so this is where she plays with the symphony a lot. And they have a group called the Hellion Consorts that play together.
This is
Yeah,
excluded.
she's also, now she's
Excluded.
she's the oboist. The horn player is Patty that's, yeah, that's in Winnipeg, too far away,
Whoa,
just like your son.
yeah.
They get far away and then it's like,
Do you
Oh.
have kids yet? or-
Katie has two and Patty
Wow.
doesn't have any. Yeah. Just about grown up. The kids,
Yeah. Getting
You have-
any grandchildren?
they're not heading their way. Oh, boy.
That's
Do you have
okay.
this current use? folder?
Yeah, you're right.
I put it on your desk.
I saw that. I don't think we need it.
Okay.
This is mapped image. Okay, well. I just want to look a little bit read this before we make a decision.
Yes, that's a good idea. We all can take a look at it.
Let me make a couple copies so we all can see.
Yeah.
So that way we'll, when she talks,
How
we'll
about
learn.
this one too? Well,
She already made a copy. You made a copy of this, right?
but I'd like a copy for myself.
Okay.
So how is the house coming?
Slowly. Slowly.
This is your house that you're doing some renovations on?
No, we're gonna sell to our friend Kate from Colorado, who's wanting to come back to Vermont.
Is she originally from Vermont?
She was here with Carol at the Heights Farm at the end of the road.
Yeah.
In 71
Oh, wow.
or two.
What's her first name was what, Kate?
What's that?
What's her name?
Kate.
Kate.
She's cool. She's a midwife.
Oh,
She's got a lot of energy. I met her.
Yeah. Got a lot of daughters.
Oh, she does? How many?
She's got 3 girls.
Okay.
They're all lovely. And she raised them pretty much herself. Dad,
Yep.
disappeared. I'm in awe of that.
Yeah.
Because I raised 2, sort of.
yeah.
With a lot
I
of,
gotta have. I can't imagine.
So did she and Carol, were they roommates in college?
No, but they lived in the same commune.
Okay, got it.
Was that the commune on the farm?
yeah.
Okay,
Didn't last long.
yeah.
Everybody kind of,
Phil Caboti wasn't Phil Caboti part of it?
he was in the early days, then he wanted to build a giant barn.
Yeah, I remember that barn. I remember the party.
Yeah, and the communards said no.
Yeah, so about Lena Fairfield.
Fairfield, built the biggest barn ever. that
What's
I've
his
ever
last
done.
name?
Gerbode,
Gabodi.
He's a realtor,
yeah,
Oh, okay.
the house still stands up.
but I know the barn burned down.
Yeah,
Oh,
Oh,
not
wow.
long after. it was built.
Oh, my
And it was
gosh.
Fantastic, I mean.
Helps.
Tiling on the wall.
It's just enormous and. You know, not like.
Any other barn? Too bad.
No, some people say lightning,
really?
yeah.
No, it's possible.
He did milk there, they were.
He did have
very
insurance, right?
dairy,
Yeah, insurance, I hope.
built this enormous house.
And they had this big party.
Yeah. Yes, and the Hells Angels showed up and they started burning like building material.
Oh, yeah, I missed that
It
part.
got out of hand, quite quickly. But it was, everybody knew of it.
Uh-huh.
It wasn't just a local, where they all came from.
I was there for part of the party.
Yeah, I think I was, my memory isn't what,
Yeah, this is a long time ago.
Was it in the 70s?
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, well, let's see. I think that was
We could stop recording, you know.
76, 77.
We are recording.
I know.
You said we could stop.
Well, we're not really quite done with
There
it.
were like 50 people working there, including yours truly,
Mhm.
and a lot of people.
Mark made some metal things.
Yeah, picking stone.
Ron Schramm was involved with that.
Yeah, somehow, well, he lived around the corner there.
Yeah, and Mark made some grates for the
Yeah,
barn,
yeah.
metal grates.
There's the big wooden cross that hangs in our church was made by an artisan from, and I have his name somewhere that Dave Baker remembered. So I believe he either was, well, I think he came here with that group of people. Now he may have stayed afterwards, but yeah. Yeah.
Could be, I don't have his name.
Where's Carol originally from? Vermont?
Boston,
Boston.
Boston suburbs,
Mm-hmm.
what they call Metro West.
Don't know Boston.
No place to live, I'll take it.
Well, I just tell you what, we will take into consideration what you've said. And you'll be getting a letter.
Okay.
Figure it out. Well, I was gonna look for the name of that fellow and I realized it probably wasn't on.
Yeah,
the
they have a
phone.
cross in the church that's sanctuary.
Wooden cross.
It's a wooden one.
It's wood, it's very large. We
Yeah.
drape things on it all the time
Yeah.
because we really like it. I can show you a picture of the cross. Yeah, so the idea is at one point, I wondered who had made the cross, and Dave Baker was the one that said,
Some research.
I know his name, or I know who he was, or whatever. Trust me, it's in here somewhere.
I feel the same way.
There we go.
Oh, there we go.
It is right there. So that's the wooden cross. And this one, which is brass, that's
Yeah,
in the center,
yeah.
is from the Methodist Church. So this cross alone for years was all that hung there. And underneath is a plate of, I think it was Maynard's that commissioned it to be built.
Uh-huh.
But I can't read it from here, but I don't think that I know they didn't put the name of the artist on it. So
But originally wasn't together with the wooden cross.
this wasn't. This was from Methodist Church, which
Yeah.
is the one over here. So we had just this one up
Yeah.
in this church. And then when we joined the churches, we thought that might look nice. And we
Yeah,
did.
no,
So
that's really nice.
I think I might have a name.
And he was briefly a local woodworker.
Yes.
Well, there was Ken Axel.
Well, I feel like he came with that.
Yeah, oh, yeah. Is that something?
I don't think it was Ken.
And then
He had one
a
at
pen
Pender's.
there.
We still have a couple stools that he made.
The folding ones?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Ken,
I'm not sure if they're dangerous.
Ken Axel's son.
Oh, I was Ken. Yeah, I know
I
Ken.
just, is he still around?
I think he lives in Burlington in the north end somewhere.
Okay.
Don Schramm certainly lives in Burlington
Yeah.
in the north end.
I think, well, when I got the name,
Yeah,
it was one of those things, I'm gonna put something up on the wall in the church that will record that he's the one that built it.
yeah.
I've, a little history on him might be
I don't
nice.
think he's done woodwork for years.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, he had a
He's
week.
probably in his 80s.
He came over with the '70s crew.
Yeah, yeah, he was involved a little bit in the Gabodi project because they made the doors, these amazing arch doors.
Oh,
for the
wow. Beautiful.
Milk room.
It wasn't your typical bar.
No, fieldstone foundation up
Wow.
about 6 feet
Wow.
and then clapboard. Yes, and then gambrel roof, and
Mhm.
just enormous. Wharfings, where you could drive in,
Mhm.
huge wharfings.
Pictures,
2 or 3 of
do
those,
they keep pictures?
3 cupolas. I wish I had a picture somewhere. Put it in my portfolio. Along with your house.
I don't have any pictures, just
Yeah.
one that I took years and years ago.
Back when we used to take film.
Well,
Yeah.
Not polarized, but
yeah.
I recently went through all my pictures and I
You
didn't.
just search for Bodie Barn in Fairfield and
What it's,
so many pictures would pop up.
Sure.
you never know.
There was a
Sure.
praying mantis weather vane on the top.
No way.
About, God, it had to be 10 feet long.
Who
Wow.
made that?
Some copper
How do you
people
spell the
in.
Bodie?
Oh.
GERDE.
Did he design what he wanted?
I think so. There was an architect.
Bodie defect, no.
Wow.
On the
Sure,
gable end,
Bodie.
there was a huge circular stained glass window.
Oh,
And that window must have been at least 10 feet.
Wow.
And that,
What a barn
yeah, it was.
All right,
It was
let's
more
go
like
back
a
to-
church.
with cows in it.
Yeah,
Wow, that's so cool.
Was it Holsteins?
yes, he was a Holstein guy,
Wow.
but he
That's
should have been Jersey,
interesting.
because the.
Here we go, Vermont,
It was,
Caldwell
Right,
Bank,
yeah.
yeah, St. Albans.
Yeah.
well, get him as a realtor.
Yeah.
All right, so here's this homepage, Choice Properties.
Yeah, there he is. Hi, Phil. How's it going?
At the barn.
He went from being a farmer to developing St. Albans.
Well, I think it's interesting, I think. Assume this
You
is an
remember
assumption.
me?
He doesn't look familiar to me.
Yeah. You'll sometimes see him at the meeting house concerts and stuff. Cause he never. What would he lived in Fairfield for maybe 5 years at the
Mhm.
most, and then. Went to St. Albans.
Mhm. Yep,
He did
He's always buying and selling, being a realtor.
he developed that area where the other people's trust is on the north end.
Uh,
He did all that.
Most recently, it's the one right by the second St. Albans exit, you know, that whole like. Series of townhouses. You can access it
Franklin
from-
West.
This is the
Yeah.
guy that built the barn.
Or had it built.
He says that he was born in Yorkshire, England, and raised in San Francisco.
What pictures, Phil? He just
Came,
talked
I
about.
came to Vermont in 67 to Middlebury College and later graduating, so I guess he
Yeah.
took a little hiatus from the college.
Yeah, a lot of Middlebury people came up.
Billy.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yes,
Tyrone.
they came by truckload.
They were all from Middlebury College?
Yeah, so they were from. Yeah,
Is he still alive?
Charlie?
No, Brian Curry.
Yeah, I think he is, maybe not his wife. He used to come to the Jig in the Valley.
Yeah, I know.
Hasn't come for a few years.
And who, Charlie who?
You remember Charlie?
Oh, Charlie Lee.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, he's still going. He's in Woodstock.
Uh-huh.
he trimmed our donkey's hooves at one point in time when we were down at the bay.
I'll go deep and see if I can find some
Okay,
pictures.
that'd be
Yeah, that'd be
Okay.
cool.
Yeah.
Cold Wall Banker, yes.
Somebody's got them
I
somewhere.
would think so, maybe Phil.
Yeah,
It's interesting, though. I was thinking about this because I have so many pictures of my grandchildren but back in the day when my own children were growing up, we just did not have access to the phones and things to take the pictures with.
Oh.
I know.
And it's such a different world.
When do we
now.
stop recording?
Okay.
No. Reminiscing.
yeah, right. We're allowed to do that.
I think we do that at the big meetings too, so I don't think it's quite against.
You have the erase function.
Are you sure you want to stop recording to the